I got myself a level. No, that's wrong. I got myself a, what is this called? A tripod. It's gonna take my videos to a whole new level. Cause you see, it has a little level right there, so, and it's new. Hey, 2 hands, cause I'm not holding it anymore. Isn't that great? Awesome. Hey, what's up, guys? Just, using my new tripod. Hello. Hey. Hey. I'm gonna hurt myself. I love my body. I can do so many cool things with it. I don't always like my body, but I love it. It's kind of like what my mom always tells me. Is it bad if I'm winded already? I'd like to think that I'm an overall healthy person. I'm no Olympian or professional athlete or dietitian or anything like that. But for the most part, overall health and physical strength and mental and emotional wellness, all that, I like to think about. Putting it into action, well, that's another story. I don't actually know why I brought these. I once learned something from a very smart doctor, that doctor being myself, about the 3 E's of healthy living. Eating, exercise, and epidemiology? I don't really know. I know, elongated periods of sleep. Remember, I love sleeping. You see now, I'm a model. No. I think we'd all agree that we like when our body treats us well, but do we always treat our bodies well? Sometimes? See, the 3rd E, I can handle. Elongated periods of sleep, piece of cake. It's the other 2 that I have some trouble with sometimes. I can even pick this thing up. Whoa! We're on a rocket ship. Oh, whoa. For some reason, I'm pretty prone to going to extremes for small periods of time. Extremes with regard to how I want to be more healthy. Like, from now on, I'm gonna eat nothing but fruit. No, I know, a gallon of water every day for the rest of my life. That just gets to be a little inconvenient for obvious reasons. Fine, no more sugar for me, ever. Sugar's in everything. Okay, fine. But at least no more cookies. Cookie dough does not count. I also once heard the analogy, I can never remember which is which. The metaphorical analogy that it's better to be a flame that, though small, is consistent in its size, as opposed to a flame that suddenly flares up and then shrinks back down the next moment, on and on again. It's consistency, right? What, you never seen a guy in a headband before? These people. There's no one there. My dad is actually a doctor and an overall really healthy guy. If he doesn't live to be like 101, I'm gonna write a very strongly worded letter to whoever is in charge of that stuff. But he's always taught my family that balance is the most important thing. It's not about going to extremes that die out quickly. So here's some of the ways that I try to find balance in my life. Like my new style? I don't know, it's not extreme enough for me. So with regards to healthy eating, lately I've decided to try to avoid as much processed foods as I can. I used to think the word processed foods was so stupid. I'm like, everything that goes through a process is processed, right? But really what I mean is things that have a lot of added sugar to them, which is everything. But like I said, I'm not gonna cut out everything from my diet. I've started by making little changes. I've been forcing myself to eat oatmeal in the morning. I say forcing myself not because I don't like oatmeal. I love oatmeal, but by itself, it's very bland and lumpy and just not that good. And so to make up for that, I usually add a ton of sugar and honey, sugar and honey. Sugar and honey. Honey, honey. But now instead, I just add slices of bananas and some cinnamon. And it's pretty good, and it keeps you filled like most of the day. I'm also trying to put spinach in more things that I cook. I see a lot of people will go buy theirs at the store, but I like to do mine the more natural way. I find these spinach bushes all around. Look, I think I found one now. Oh, Oh, I think we found a good one. Oh yeah, look at what we found. See that? That is some good spinach. It's just in these bushes that you find all around. It just tastes like a leaf. Well, that's a pretty good find for the day. Apart from eating healthy, or at least trying to eat healthy, I like to keep myself physically active. Over the years, I've tried many different sports, and I enjoy playing sports, though I haven't stuck with one my whole life. Lately, it's ultimate frisbee that I love. In high school, I did wrestling for a little bit. I know what you're thinking, and it's probably accurate. Nowadays, my physical activity comes from intramural collegiate sports, that sounds fancy, as well as dancing. I started folk dancing at school, which is super fun actually, and I had no previous dance experience before I started it. I'll probably talk about that in a later video. I'm actually on my way to dance class right now, with my psychedelic shirt. Along with folk dancing, I also picked up clogging, which I love. And though I'm not the best at dancing or clogging or any sport that I participate in really, I love to do it because it's fun, it's active, it's energetic. I feel like I'm learning things, I feel like I'm progressing, and when I feel like I'm gaining something out of it, it makes me want to keep doing it. And that's also not to mention the awesome people that you meet while doing these things. Just on a random side note, another good activity I love doing for cardio is running away from my responsibilities. Humor. Going to the gym is something I also love to do. See, I like to wear sweatshirts when I go to the gym. One, because it's comfortable and it's kind of cold outside, but two, it gives the illusion that maybe I have muscles underneath it. I don't, but they're like, hey, that guy could be muscular. Who knows? We did it. A whole 20 push-ups. You see, with the gym, it's all about consistency, and I have been consistently inconsistent. For me, my goal is to go about 20 times a year, and then anxiously think about going to the gym for the rest of the year. So far, so good. So while healthy living and finding balance is good, you gotta let yourself live a little. Sugar.